Hi, Liz Bigger here, Butterfly Healing and Wellness. I was led today to pull some cards for the collective. It's been 5 months since my last reading. I had a crazy summer and I thought it'd just been a couple of months, but it's really been 5 months. So I've since moved, so you'll see I have a different backdrop. But I was so led to pull these cards today that I just had to go with it. So today I was led to pull from Carolyn Myss, the Archetype Cards. And then I was also led to pull from the Good Tarot from Colette Baron Reed. And the next deck I was led to pull from is The Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue. And the final deck I used was the Crystal Reading Cards, the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Charman, or I think that's how you say her name, Charman. So this is a very powerful reading, and I know that because the meanings just came rushing to me so quickly today, and it's probably been since I haven't read in a while too. So the first card, and I'll show you the spread that we have here. So I have the Fool. So this is kind of telling us where we are as a collective, and this is kind of more about what's going on with us as a collective. And this is, of course, what things that might be going on to help us, or, things that we might look at to help us. And this is like super healing. How can we push through this time frame and the things that we might be going through at this time as a collective? So the first card I pulled is the Fool. And the Fool, I always look at this as like a playful card. It's the jester, and it's being a comedian. It kind of reminds me of like maybe the Robin Williams, because he was so funny, but it was masking and hiding like so much pain, and then he ended up taking his own life. So that might be something that we're going through. The light side is we can use humor to soften our emotions, or a back door to put our emotions out into the world when we might need to really be honest with ourselves and honest with others about our true emotions. The shadow side of that card is also that we might be using humor as a weapon. Like in the Old English, the jester would do a satire, and he would basically poke fun at the king or like different situations that were going on, and it was akin to gossip, and it was actually more of a weapon. It was funny, but it was not necessarily a positive humor. It was more of a jibing, sticking, jabbing type humor. So the next card that I pulled was Love. And when I get the Love card, it's always hopeful to me. But love is a double-edged sword too, because when we allow ourselves to open up in love, it's a real vulnerable place for us to be. So we spend our time, we want to love, but yet we're afraid, because what if we're rejected, or what if we get our heart broken, or we put ourselves out there, we're very vulnerable, we're unprotected. So this card reminds us that we're in a place where it's okay for us to love. It's okay to show your love. We are protected. We're protected by Source. We're protected by the fact that we're all one. We're all one, and you can't really be rejected because we're part of the collective. We're all connected, and we are, focusing on the oneness will help you unlock your love and show your love and share your love with those around you that you need to share it with. And also the Ace of Wands. This is also all about love. It's all about the beginning of love relationships. And it doesn't have to be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It could be relationships that you're forming, new friendships, it could be people in your family that you've fallen out with and you need to get back to to show your love with them, get over any past heartache that you might have had with them. It's a beginning. It's a beginning of being able to show our emotions and actually even realize our emotions, because a lot of times we bury things so deep we can't even feel them anymore or see them. So at this time, I feel like the collective is really about to see and feel and understand some of their deeper innermost emotions and feelings. And it's important for us to realize that most of these emotions, they're either going to stem from fear or they're going to stem from love. So if you're, fighty and resentful and, protecting yourself, with all these walls and armor and everything, then you're not going to get your true existence. You're not going to feel your true oneness with everyone. So it's important for us to shift to the love and really try to pull our love forward and share our love with everyone. And the next card that I pulled is healing. Healing. And this card lets me know that we're already healing. Like whatever these things are, whatever like's causing us to not show our emotions, like we're already healing. It's already happening. And we're all innate healers. And also I like this card too because it shows the nurturing. Like allow yourself to be nurtured right now. Nurture yourself. Allow someone else to nurture you. That's something else in our society we don't do well. You know, it's like everyone's like, do you need help? Like, no, I'm fine. I got this, you know, and that's a good way to be because you're self-sufficient and you don't need anyone else. But this is a good time to open yourself up to that. Ask for help. Allow someone else to nurture you. Nurture yourself. Pay attention to your needs and what you need in this time frame. You know, do you need an Epsom salt bath? Do you need to take a walk? Do you need to get away, unplug from everything for a little while? Or do you need to go out into other people's company? Do you need to go to a party? Do you need to be social? So just be paying attention to what is it that you need to continue this healing, because the healing has already started and you can keep that going. And enchantment, I love this card. Enchantment. This one just totally reminds me, it's a unicorn. And I don't know if you guys, especially you females, when I was little, I loved unicorns. I was all about the unicorns and I believed they were real. And I do still kind of believe they're real. But anyway, this really makes me want to get back in touch with my inner child. Enchantment. Remember when everything was magical and everything was possible and you just had that wonder, childlike wonder of the world. And it's time to go back there. It's time to pull back from the reality of bills and commitments and all this other stuff that we have to do as adults and really go back to a time when we were just amazed by the world and things were amazing and enchanting, and nurture that inner child. Try to figure out, like, what does my inner child need? Does he need to make mud pies? Do I need to go walking in the rain? Do I need to go play around in the woods? Like, what do I need to do to really get into my inner child and nurture that and find the enchantment and the wonder in the world again? And some things we can do to help us heal. This is Orpiment. Orpiment. I do not have this crystal, but it's so beautiful. And it actually is going to resonate with our sacral and our solar plexus chakras because it's orange and yellow and fire. It's fire. This is an action stone that's really going to help us, give us some a jolt of motivation to really dig into this healing and allow these emotions to come out and allow our love to show and flow. And then the end result will be success. We'll get success through this ability to really tap into our creativity and our sacral chakra and our sensuality, our sexuality, and then our solar plexus, tap into our self-confidence and our ability, our self-esteem, our self-worth. Like, we are worthy and we deserve to get, the best in life. We deserve to get, the things that will make our lives whole and really feed our soul. So the thing about this stone, if you do go get this stone actually is an arsenic stone. So you need to be very careful when handling this stone. They used to use it for pigment, and it actually is made up of arsenic molecules. So don't get it wet, and I wouldn't necessarily want to handle it with my bare hands either. So just know that. I mean, you can get like a lot out of just looking at the picture. So you can Google it and look at a picture because you could just feel the energy coming off of that stone. It's just all this fire and motivation and, forward movement. And so you can just look at the picture and visualize it. But this stone is actually one of the dangerous ones. So you want to be careful with that stone if you actually choose to buy it or acquire it or someone gives it to you. And the next stone is Black Tourmaline. Black Tourmaline. And this is going to help us through this time, because what is keeping us from showing our love? Fear. Fear is keeping us from doing that. So this stone is going to really help us push through that fear. It's going to come if we get it around ourselves. This is one I really do recommend that you purchase or find in a shop, or if someone gives it to you, definitely keep it close to you, especially if you're using computers. It's wonderful at clearing all the electronic, EMF, Wi-Fi, all that bombardment we get of all this, different radio frequencies, with all of our remote control life that we have going on. this is going to protect you from all of that kind of energy. It's also going to protect you from any heavy or negative energy that you might pick up from someone else. It also is wonderful at clearing out any of those things that are keeping you from really connecting with your love and really being able to come to the world and show your love and share your love and be in love throughout the day and throughout the world. So this was such a powerful reading. I know this was a long one, but I had to read all these cards, and I really hope that it helps anyone out there today, because I know it was very powerful for me. If you like this video, please subscribe and feel free to give me the thumbs up. And I will put some information down there in case you are interested in getting a reading for yourself or someone else that you know and love. And I will see you again soon. I do not want to go another 5 months without doing another reading for the collective. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next week. Love you guys. Mwah.